So people always ask me, Riley, what city should I blast off to first? So this video is just a quick breakdown of the top 5 digital nomad cities that I have been to. Chiang Mai, Bangkok, Bali, Saigon. I've done pretty much all of my 4 years there, but then I'll also speak on Medellin, Colombia real quick because I did a week there only. And of course, there are many cities that I will be visiting as time goes on, so check the notes below if I have made articles / videos on those cities. But let's start out with where I have been. Okay, number 1, Chiang Mai. That's where I started my journey, and it's where I recommend most people start their digital nomad journey because it is the cheapest and it has the tightest knit community. You can live for $1,000 a month with a balanced life. I started living on around $1,000 a month for my first 9 months there in Chiang Mai. And one of the cons of Chiang Mai is the nightlife gets boring. So that after a while, so after about 9 months, we were kind of getting bored of it, and then we moved to Saigon. So that's Chiang Mai. And Bangkok, I have next on the list. Cost of living is, I wouldn't want to live there for less than 2,000 USD. I spend closer to 3,000 when I live there. I've lived there for like 9+ months total. Bangkok is amazing. What's the vibe? It is NYC of SEA. It is the big mango. It is New York City of Southeast Asia. So infinite nightlife, SkyTrain, underground subway. It's like living in New York City, but tropical Buddhist New York City. That's what I was telling my mom and my auntie. That's how I see Bangkok. Amazing, endless nightlife. It's like living in a huge city. And I lived in kind of a quieter condo area around An Nut and Prakanong area. So if you want to know the exact condo, you can hit me up. Cons of Bangkok is if you're just starting out, there's definitely more distractions as far as nightlife and things you're going to want to do. So a little bit more distractions than Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is such simpler and a little bit more easy to get focused, but Bangkok, I'm still productive in Bangkok. I found myself working in Starbucks and coffee shops, plenty of places to work, all have AC, the glass boxes, as Chris the Freelancer says, infinite glass boxes in Bangkok, but I was still had a great work grind in Bangkok. Next, Bali. Bali, I spend around 3K US a month, and I wouldn't want to live in Bali for less than 2K a month. And when I say Bali, I'm specifically talking about Canggu because that's where all the digital nomads hang out. What's the vibe? Vibe is tropical paradise. Literally tropical paradise. It's a beach town, it's a surfer town, so much organic food, etc. Which is probably the main reason that I spend close to 3K because there's so much good organic food. I want to eat it all the time. But I do have obviously full videos on Canggu. And cons is, yes, there's going to be some more distractions. There is plenty of nightlife. It's a very popular tourist destination, you know, as are all these places. So you're going to see people partying every night, people out drinking. Like, I'm just cruising around on my motorbike. I see people just like at bars, having fun, on vacation all the time. So it's definitely good amount of distractions. And when you get to any place for the first time, the first couple months are going to be more distracting because you're going to want to do these tourist activities and explore the city. But that's a given for anywhere you go. So that's Bali. Next is Saigon, aka Ho Chi Minh City, whatever you want to call it. Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City, it's the same thing. Budget 2 to 3K a month. Again, I spent somewhere around there when I lived there. I wouldn't want to live there for less than 2K. Obviously, cost of living has a lot to do with where you stay and how much you eat and drink. So how much you party and what you eat and drink. Okay, but the overall big picture in budget with all these places in Southeast Asia is you can live, if you really want to bootstrap, you can live on around 1,000. If you really pick a cheap apartment and eat modestly, you can do that. That's the cool thing about Southeast Asia is pick your own budget. Anyway, back to Saigon. It's another metropolis of Southeast Asia. It's like the New York City of Vietnam. So it's very loud, cruising around on motorbikes. I had a motorbike there. I have a motorbike everywhere I go. It's a little bit chaotic and busy, but it's also beautiful. It's very green, lots of greenery around, parks, great food. The street food scene is on par with Bangkok. It's beautiful food, beautiful women. Can't go wrong with Saigon. Beautiful place. I've done probably 8-9 months there total. Beautiful place. It'll always be dear to my heart. I'll always be going back there. Okay, that's my 4 Southeast Asia places that I've been based. Next is Medellin, Colombia. Medellin, Colombia has always been known as a popular digital nomad city. Budget, although I haven't done a month there, I'm gonna say 2 to 3K again. Not as cheap as Chiang Mai, although I'm sure if you really wanted to bootstrap, you could do it. What's the vibe? Vibe is Latin vibe. Colombian chicas, good community of nomads, and good nightlife, of course. And cons, I can't really think of any cons off the top of my head of Medellin. You can let me know, but like I like to focus on the positive elements. Anyway, there's going to be, everything is going to have its downsides. But one major benefit, I guess, is if you are doing an agency or something or a client-based business, it has the same time zone as the US. So that is a big pro that a lot of people like to be based in Medellin. Of course, Jabril has videos of Medellin and all these places. But check my notes below for more notes and videos that I've done on these places. But that's my quick summary. If I were to sit down or bump into you on the street, that's my quick summary of those 5 places. Yeah, what are your tips, tricks, thoughts, experiences? Let me know in the commentos. See ya. Peace. Yo, bros. So this video was from my Digital Nomad Beginner's Guide, or starter kit, if you will. So if you're one of the many guys who reaches out to me, Riley, I want to live that life. I want to be a digital nomad, but I have no idea where to even fucking start. This is for you. Check out the guide. Find the link somewhere around here. Basically, it comes down to you got to start figuring out how you're going to earn money remotely, what your business model is going to be. So in my Digital Nomad Starter's Guide, I have a bunch of videos, lectures just like this, breaking down all the most common business models that myself and my Digital Nomad friends do to earn a living remotely, to have a location-independent career. So there's that. Also a bonus section on mindsets that I think will help you get to where you want to go faster, that have helped me. Also a section on side hustle hacking. So side hustle productivity tips that will help you build your side hustle sooner, faster, because that's what it comes down to. Start building your side hustle. Also in the guide, it covers freelancing and working a remote job, including how to negotiate a remote work agreement with your current employer, because freelancing or having a remote job may be the right setup for you. So that's a beginner's guide. Check it out. Oh yeah, also there is a quiz inside there that will help you choose the right business model for you, because there's not just one thing. It may be for everyone. It may be freelancing, it may be having a remote job, it may be FBA, e-com, it may be content, it may be creative stuff, it may be coding. Anyways, beginner's guide. Check out the link somewhere around here. Peace.